Hi, I'm Alan Bailey. I've been a barber for 13 years, almost 14 years. I've been an educator for 2 years. Today we're going to show you how to do a drop fade, low zero, with a hard part and volume on the top. But let's get into the tools that we're going to be using today to show you how to execute the haircut. So here are some of the Andis tools that we're going to be using today. The first one is our Andis BGRC metal detachable blade clippers, cordless, strong motor, captures lots of bulk of hair with the metal attachment. That's the Andis BGRC. Andis MB adjustable blade clipper with the lever on the side, cuts to a 000 or a number 1 length. That's the Andis MB. Andis Profile machine to move away all of the stubble hair that's left over from cutting down to bald. Also cordless. Next we have our Andis Slimline Pro Li lithium ion battery trimmer. Also cordless. This is great for doing your perimeter work and your edging. And then finally, we're going to use our Andis Styleliner 2 for all our balding and our face work to clean out all the areas that we want bald, no hair, just skin. Andis Styleliner 2. Alright, how you doing? We're back. This is our model John that we're going to be performing our haircut on today. So today we're going to do a low zero drop fade, meaning we're going to drop the zero in the back below the occipital bone. And then we're going to fade up with a disconnection, meaning a slight blend into the top length. And we're going to go ahead and draw a hard part in with our Andis clippers. And then when we get to the top, we're going to wet the top down, use our shears, create volume and movement to finish them off with our style. So let's get started with our Andis BGRC clippers. Number 1 attachment. We're going to go in and create our guideline. Always scooping C method. As you can see, I'm creating a mid fade with our number 1 because it's easier to blend our 0 to our 1, and then we're going to drop it in the back. So we continue this all the way around John's head to create a nice clipper guide so it's easier to transition to the top length. Always using nice, smooth strokes and C motion, meaning we're going to scoop our clipper away from the client. So now we're going to go in with our Andis Styleliner 2 to create all our bald or our 0. We're going to start just over his arch of his ear, just to keep it really low, and then drop in the back like we said before, using that same scooping C motion. You got to move their ear out of the way, so don't get all nervous when their ear fights back at you. Just go ahead and get it out of the way. We're going to continue this all the way around to the other side as well. Always spinning and moving the chair. But you can see our 2 guides, our 0 guide and our number 1 guide. So we're going to blend 0 to 1 when we get there. So we're continually scooping. Always looking, listening to see what we're cutting and how much hair we're cutting. People tend to forget when you're cutting hair that you're supposed to be looking and feeling and seeing what you're doing. Some people just kind of daze off because we're so used to just doing this every day, so you have to actually pay attention to the sound the clipper is making too. So now that we finished with our and this style liner too with our zero, we're gonna go in and really clean out all that extra little bitty peach fuzz hair and stubble with our Andis Pro-Foil. This clipper is awesome. It just replaces that straight blade for people who aren't comfortable with straight blades. So just go in and use the foil and just kind of scoop out and then scoop up down to soften the hair. Now this clipper also gives a real nice, clean, friction-free shave if you don't like the razor blades at home. So it has a dual purpose to clean out larger areas when you're doing skin fades, and also for people that don't like ingrown hairs on their face, this is perfect for those type of clients. So now we're going to go in and start our blend using our adjustable clipper, our Andis Envy. Adjustable clipper, great with the lever. That's what professionals use to get that really clean transition up, because the lever opens the teeth and closes the teeth for you get closer to a 000 and to a number 1 when it's open. So we're going to start with it open, just to kind of go over what we've already done, just to make sure we didn't miss anything. And then we're going to go closed and work our way blending up to our number 1. Using a short, quick scooping motion, and then slightly opening the lever each time we move up the scalp to create a nice smooth transition. And then after we do this, we'll use the corner of the clipper to really get in there and double check all our work, because John, you know, if you look, he has those gray hairs. He's a really old guy, so we gotta double back and make sure that, you know, it looks clean, because that gray hair can play tricks on you if it's not done right. So we just want to go in, double check. Stretching the skin using the corner of the clipper. Go in there and just feather quick all that weight out. And then we're going to continue this to the back area of the head where the occipital bone is. That's the tricky spot. We're just going to keep our guide going to the back. One down. There we go. Always scooping or flicking or feathering the clipper just to soften the area. I'm going to stretch the skin a little bit. And then when we're done with this side, we're going to continue it on the other side. So now we're going to go in, now that we've blended our 0 to our 1, and we're going to go in with our 0 attachment or 1/16. These are magnetic attachments which stick to the clipper. This is really good, whoever came up with this, because sometimes the clipper attachment wears down and it falls off the clipper when you're working somewhere you don't want to go really short, and you can leave a nice little bald spot. So this is awesome because they're really strong with that magnet attachment, so it won't fall off. So we're just going to go in, lever open. We're going to go in and just keep working our way up and creating a soft guide, always scooping, okay, because if we just go and stop, it's just going to create a really harsh line, and it's really hard to work that line out. But you can see that we're transitioning from skin to hair as we move up Jonathan's haircut. don't think I called him Jonathan forever. I just call him John. Sorry, but
Whatever, don't matter.
I know. We're going to continue that all the way around. And now here's the goal of blending, whether it's a taper or a fade. We have two guides. A guide that we have been working on and a guide we just created. So our goal is to go from the guide that we have existing to our new guide that we created. So we just close, work up, halfway, in between, open, which would be this, and that would take your line right out. So we're going to start that, we're going to close, and we're just going to scoop. And just flick the clipper, put it in between the two, go halfway in between. You can see that it's just taking that weight right out. And we're going to continue that all the way around to the other side. So now we're going to go with our number 1 attachment, which is a little bit longer than our 0 attachment. We're going to go just right below where we're going to put that hard part in and scoop up. And then we're going to go into a little bit of clipper overcomb. So I'm just going to, and then the lever's open, so I'm just going to go soft and soften this line out. Always comb the hair out, especially on curly hair. If you got curly hair clients and you don't comb the hair out and you're pushing that clipper against it, what happens is the curl will build on itself and then you can create holes. So when they want a nice fade and they got curly hair, make sure you're always constantly combing the hair out after every clipper movement. So we're going to continue this all the way around to the other side. And then we're going to work our way back, closing the clipper. And just like we did before, just kind of build momentum halfway. I think we're doing all right, John. I think we're improving your look.
It's alright.
I think we're improving it. So we're going to work all the way around. For anyone watching, this is probably his best look when you see the back of his head, not the front. Gotta bust you a little bit, dude. Just once. Just once. So to blend from our number 1 attachment to where we're going to draw our hard part, which is going to be right here, we're going to use a fade comb, and we're going to do clipper over comb, and we're going to put the comb right in, expose the hair that we want to cut, and then run the clipper right over there to get the weight out to soften this in. So we're going to go horizontal section. We're just going to pick the hair up, and whatever's facing outside from the teeth, we're just going to cut. So we're going to start from the back and work our way toward the front. Just grabbing the hair, bringing the hair out, and just softening it right into match. We're going to take this all the way around to the other side, same thing. And you'll see me angle the comb because that's the way his hair grows. If his hair grows at an angle, you have to turn the comb at an angle to do this. So you can see his hair pattern changes. You have to maneuver the comb to get all those angles. So now that we're done doing our clip over comb work, you can see the fade is nice transitioning up. We're gonna go and draw on our hard part before we start doing the top here. So I'm gonna remove our clips that we're holding this hair. We're gonna spray them down just to move all that hair that we wanna keep in so we don't cut it out unnecessarily. So we just want to be really conscious of the hair that he wants to keep. And then we're going to go with probably my new favorite tool, the Andis Slimline Pro Li lithium ion battery, cordless. Cordless is the new age of barbering. It's taken a while, but we're going to do it. I'm going to slide his head this way, so we're going to just follow this hard part right there, and we're going to put our trimmer right in and create that line. And then the more you move it up, the bigger the line is. So you want to just tap, make a rough draft of where your line goes, and then we're just going to barely maneuver it back and forth so we can get kind of a more natural part. You don't want to go too unnatural unless that's what they want. And we're just going to take this all the way back here, just kind of a real defined line. Now if your client decides to sneeze on this point or move and grab his phone, I suggest that you warn him not to, because then his hard part turns into something else. So when you're working, make sure that your hand is on their scalp and you can actually feel that they're going to move or reach for their phone, things like that. So you can see I turn the clipper over on its edge, and this will balance the line out and really sharpen it out and make it pop. So now that we've done all our clipper work on dry hair, we're going to move into cutting the top. John really doesn't want too much off the top because he likes the volume and the movement that we can create. So we're just going to go take a little bit of length. I'm going to do a center guide. We're just going to take just maybe like a 1/4 inch off, and then we're going to go in and use our feather razor and create all the texture and movement. That way he can get that lift that he wants in the front. So we're just going to kind of get a central guide. We're just going to take like a 1/4 inch off, maybe slightly tapering down as we go to the back, and then we're going to stand in front. Now we have a guide in the middle. We're just going to follow that guide straight across. And then when we're done, we're going to go and get the feather razor. This is John's favorite part, is the feather razor and the movement. We're just going to go and create that height that he wants when we finish blow drying. So just basically we're contouring everything straight up from where it grows. We're not over directing, we're not doing anything, because he combs it kind of forward and up and messy texture. So that's all we're going to do. We're going to continue working on this side. Take a piece of our section. So the key to this style will be blow drying, so we're going to get into the blow dry after this, but we're going to do this texture part right now. We're going to go in with our razor, feather razor. We're basically just going to get pieces of hair, just run the razor blade over the hair. So we're going to grip the hair, just run the razor right over it to create movement. And thin it out also, because he has that wavy hair that we don't want to deal with, so we just take a little bit out. Same thing in the front, just take the bulk out. So you can see what we're doing. We're kind of almost just creating more volume in the front to give that lift that he wants. By using our round brush and our blow dryer. Then when we're done, we're going to go in and we're going to add volume. And then we'll add the product. Finish his look. So we're just putting our final touches on the style for John. And then we're going to put a little bit of spray just to kind of keep that hold all day. Because he's an active guy, active. You can see the volume and the height that we created with our haircut and the style. So just to follow through what we did a low zero drop fade in the back. We blended up to the disconnection hard part. And then we just added texture and movement to the top. So hope this video was valuable. Hope you use it in your everyday at the barbershop or the salon. Hope to see you guys soon. We're out. We're out. Woo!